Guys, welcome back to What the Fat. This is your host, Dr. Ryan Lowery. Guys, I hope you've been enjoying the podcast thus far. You know, we've talked about so many different topics and had so many amazing guests on that I just wanted to pop in this week and talk a little bit about some unique things that I hope you guys will enjoy. And then the next couple of weeks, we have some amazing guests coming on, people that I think you'll really resonate with and really love and adore as much as I do. And today's episode is one that is really close to my heart. It's my man. He's my everything, and that is Scooter the Keto Pup. For those of you that don't know, I adopted Scooter on August 5th, the day before my birthday. He's really just been a blessing to me ever since. And I didn't really understand what pup dad would entail really until you get involved with it, but it's a lot of work. It's certainly taken a lot of time out of my day, but it's so worth it for every single aspect of love and affection and how much I really do care about him. And it's really just been an amazing, amazing journey. Even though I've only had him for less than a week, it's so fun to be able to go home, spend time with him, enjoy the time that I'm with him in the morning. And he's just always there. It's just someone who's like always excited to see you when you walk in the door. It's so much love. It's just been absolutely amazing. So the reason it came about, so a lot of people are asking, how did you find Scooter? Well, I was speaking at an event, and part of speaking at this event was they gave us a $1,000 voucher to donate to a charity of our choice. And Jacob had recommended, he goes, hey, have you ever heard of Max and Me? And it's a charity, I guess it's local in Tampa, and this woman literally started this charity where she takes animals who are about to get euthanized in, houses them in her own house, and either gives them out to a foster or brings them in for someone to hopefully adopt them. And I said, well, you know what? I'm all about it, brother. Like, I love animals. Even though I'm allergic to cats and dogs, like, I'm all about it. Let's make it happen. And so we made the donation, and she was super appreciative of it. And so I was like, you know what? Let me go check out the website. And I went on, and guys, as soon as I saw this guy's face, I was like, my heart started beating. I was in love. And he was just staring at me. He was up for adoption. His name was Scooter, and I read his bio. And what made it even more appealing was he had 3 legs, and I was like, oh my gosh, this guy is literally stealing my heart. And I knew I had to have him. And so I reached out, and I was like, I don't know how the hell I'm going to do it because I'm allergic, but I'm going to figure out a way to make it happen. So I had Molly, one of my EAs, she reached out, and she was like looking into shots, and she was looking into all different ways to like overcome some of these allergies. And I was like, you know what? Like, screw that. For the shots where, I don't know if you guys have ever tried to do shots to try and overcome some allergies, but they were like requiring, it was going to be several thousands of dollars. And they were going to require me to come into the office to get a shot 3 times per week for the next 2 months. And I was like, I can't do that. I travel. Like, I'm not going to be able to make that happen. So I ended up just bypassing the shots, and I was like, you know what? I'm just going to do it. Like, I don't know what's going to happen, but I've been allergic before to animals, but I'm just going to go for it. And so I did. And so I went, and his foster dropped him off on Sunday, and I started taking, I don't know if it was Zyrtec or something else. And the pharmacist was like, hey, take this for 2 weeks. Prior to him coming, I took it for like 3 days because I forgot. Typical me. And I forgot, but I started taking it, and you know what? I was completely fine. Like, the first night, I had him sleep in my bed, which was even more rare because I was like, he's right next to me as I sleep. And I didn't have the allergies. And I think a lot of it, quite honestly, is contributed to the fact that I was in a deep state of ketosis. I actually think there's some more to be learned in that area, like with allergies. I've heard a lot of people report back, and I'd love to get your guys' feedback. If you are someone or you know someone, let me know on the What the Fat page, or when we post this episode on either Ryan P. Lowry or Ketogenic.com. I've heard of so many people who have severe allergies, or even just have allergies in general, who are in a state of ketosis, and that kind of goes away. And for me, like, it's kind of happened, and I've seen it myself. I'm taking I think it's Zyrtec or the over-the-counter version of it, but I'm taking that, okay, sometimes, some days I forget, but I'm completely fine. And I'm like burying my face in this guy, which normally wouldn't be able to happen, right? Usually if I just pet an animal, like usually a cat or a dog, my throat gets scratchy, my eyes water up. But I'm like loving this guy. Every night before I go to bed, we lay down together on the couch, and every morning we lay together, and I'm fine. And it's been an absolute blessing, and it's amazing that it's able to happen because I want to be able to pour as much love into him as I get myself. So just wanted to pop in and talk a little bit about the background on Scooter, and then talk a little bit about what my plan is with him. Have several plans. Obviously, I want to show him as much love and affection as humanly possible. He deserves it. He's an amazing dog, an amazing cuddler. For those of you that want to follow him, his name is @Scoot the Keto Pup on Instagram. I'm going to be posting a bunch of Instagram pictures on him, but I put on there that he won the Best Snuggler of the Year award in 2018 because he really is. He's absolutely amazing. But one of the things that I'm definitely going to be doing with him is he is on a ketogenic diet. And I think there's a lot of amazing data thus far. My good friends over at the Keto Pet Sanctuary, if you haven't checked them out, please check them out. They're doing amazing work with canines and cancer. The work they're doing is profound. Rodney Habib, a good friend of mine, has a great page called Planet Pause. I go there I'm learning so much every single day on Facebook from what he's posting about about all these different treats and all these different toys that a lot of people just think are great, that are great for their pets, but they're actually not. And I've learned so much about kibble, more than I even thought I would care to know about, in a sense of we think what's bad in human food is bad. What goes into kibble is ridiculous and disgusting. And so a typical day so far of what it looks like for Scoot looks like this. He wakes up in the morning. I make him a hard-boiled egg, some beef, and some chicken that are cooked in coconut oil. And then he has roughly the same thing for dinner, but minus the egg, and we throw in some bacon or something like that. I am going to start incorporating in some cauliflower rice. That was a recommendation by Jacob that he does with his cats. I have noticed, and I don't know, I feel terrible for it because I want to obviously make sure he feels amazing, but I know this is part of the process, is he's been getting a little, not sick, but his stool hasn't been as consistent as when I first got him. It's a little runny. Sorry if that's TMI, but I'm trying to find a way to bind him up a little bit more. I think some of the fiber from the cauliflower rice can help. It's something I really want to try and hopefully can help him more. I've seen his appetite's kind of not very good because his stomach isn't feeling well. And part of that is likely just a radical change in his diet from eating so poor in the past to now me really trying to institute this with him. Maybe as part of the keto adaptation that he's going through as a dog, but he still runs around. We play fetch every day. Sometimes in the morning I'll take him for a run, and he's freaking fast, man. Like for 3 legs, he's beating me. And granted, I'm slow. I'm not fast by any means, but he like pulls me. I can't even like hold the leash because he's off to the races. And so that's Scoot. If you want to follow along the journey, I think it's going to be an incredible run. I'd love to hear from you guys. If any of you have pets, cats, dogs, hamsters, whatever you have, I'd love to hear if any of you are implementing sort of a ketogenic diet with you. I'm learning. I'm new to this. I follow Victoria from Keto Pet and all the work they're doing. Rodney Habib, Dr. Karen Becker, some of these amazing people that are in the industry. I'm following them, kind of trying to get advice from them, but also really want to learn from you guys. And if you guys have any tips or tools for a pup dad, I'd love to hear from you guys and really would appreciate any feedback. The last thing I'm going to do is train him to be a emotional support dog. So I think there's a difference between an emotional support dog and like a service dog. I want him to be both. I think he's such an amazing, amazing guy, and I freaking love him so much if you guys can't already tell. But an emotional support dog, but also be trained to, it would make my day to be able to walk in. It would make my life to be able to train Scoot to a way where he walks into, say, a children's hospital or a vet hospital of someone who maybe is an amputee or someone who's going through difficult times, and to have a pup there that's also an amputee, like, guys, it gives me chills just thinking about it, because that would be so amazing. And I think he's the type of dog that could do it, because he's a lover, he's a snuggler. I would love to see him jump up into a kid's arms who might be struggling or might be going through something that really needs some love and support. And that's the next goal. That's what I'm going to be doing with Scoot, the Keto Pup, and hopefully we can make that happen. So just wanted to pop in and really wanted to explain to you guys who Scoot is, what I'm going to be doing with Scoot, and get your guys' feedback. If you can, comment on the What the Fat Facebook page. Let me know. Shoot us a DM on Ketogenic.com, on Ryan P. Lowery. We are going to be launching our Keto Paws and Claws section very shortly on Ketogenic.com, where we hope to put out more of this information. As we learn more, we want to be able to provide more value to you, and hopefully I'll have some of these individuals on. I would love to get Rodney on, and Dr. Karen Becker, and even Victoria will definitely be on, talking all about not only the work that they're doing with canines and cancer, but some of the other aspects about they're actually feeding their dogs raw in some instances, and I would love to learn more about that. So appreciate you guys tuning in. Hope you guys got a little bit of value out of that. Would love to hear from you. Would love to hear back on if any of you are feeding your animals a ketogenic diet. I'm learning. I'm a new pup dad, and it's just been a wild ride. So thank you guys for tuning in. Appreciate and love you guys. Until next time, make positivity louder. I'll talk to you soon.